All righty. Can you hear me now? You can hear me. I believe now you can hear me. It's great. If you can't, that's not so great, right? Right? I think you feel me there. I hope you do. All right, let's get this show going this morning, folks. How are you all? How is everybody? Look, it's countdown to New Year's Eve. That's on the Today Show. This is actually not live because it's sunny out there right now. But look at the ball. And I found out you can actually buy these small balls, the small crystal lights that are over them, and they have different names for the three different sizes, from the little one to the medium one to the bigger one. But anyways, folks, that's neither here nor there. I'm going to drop that down if I may. Boom, there it goes. It's dropped, and it's not a. Hey, listen, how are you all today? I think, yeah, I got a note set up for you all there. I haven't written down, but I'm always struggling to read my writing when it looks like that, right? You feel me there? I hope you do. I think you do. Oh my goodness. You're looking great. What are you doing to make yourself look so good on a Wednesday morning at 8 a.m.? Phenomenal. Yeah. Listen, folks, today is the last hump day of 2025. It is Wednesday. It is December 31st, 2025. And I invite you to make the best of this day that you can. As an old acquaintance of mine, Glenn Lundy, lovingly said, make the best use of today because it's never coming again. No, this day will never come again, not December 31st of 2025. So happy hump day and happy New Year's Eve, both on the same Wednesday, as it were. A lot of things going on in the world right now, a lot of things that concern me. The war in Venezuela, right? The Somali war in Minnesota. Yeah, we're breaking for war there in Minnesota. I saw a video yesterday, and I think Nick Shirley was the one that was playing at 5:56 in the morning in, where was it? Minnesota. What part of Minnesota? Detroit, Minnesota, right? Detroit, Michigan. Yeah. Anyways, at 5:56 in the morning, all over the city of Detroit, you can hear a call to prayer for the Islam nation. At 5:56, now I'm ignorant to a lot of things, but I do not want to wake up at 6 a.m. hearing this, oh, let's go, no, you can see my. I mean, what religion makes you wake up to somebody over a loudspeaker, probably a recording, being blasted all over a city? I'm sorry, but that sounds like mental manipulation to me, brainwashing. And in Detroit, would you want to wake up and think you're in the Middle East somewhere? I hope not. Anyways, we have the war in Somalia that we talked about here in Michigan and Minnesota. World leader meetings, seeing a lot of those. And you know what's interesting? I'm hearing a lot of the world leaders speak in English and tell us what's really going on in their country and what they see happening in our country. The Iron Dome in Israel. Man, can you believe that? And now I want you to search the Golden Dome. That's over the entire United States. I've been saying that for months now, that if Israel has an Iron Dome, can you imagine what we have across the United States? And we call it the Golden Dome. If you've never heard of it, look it up, the Golden Dome. And I have on here too, is Nick Shirley the next Charlie Kirk? Because if you don't know who Nick Shirley is, it's time you find out. I'll give you the short. He's a 23-year-old young man who is going out and doing independent journalism. He finally hit one out of the park when he met a fellow named Dave, who's been doing years of research on government money going to bogus daycare centers and healthcare centers all over Michigan, or Detroit, I should say. But anyways, something's got to happen. I think Charlie Kirk would very well be, not Charlie Kirk, but Nick Shirley could very well be along the lines of the next Charlie Kirk for what he's doing and what he's exposed. They've exposed millions of dollars in bogus checks going to Somali businesses that don't exist. I mean, the business exists, but the operations are bogus. Like a daycare that's licensed for 100 children and does not have one. No playgrounds, just a locked up office, a lot of locked up offices where they collect that money. That's all they're there for. Answer the phone, chill, and collect that money. Our money. No, I don't live in Minnesota, but if you live in Minnesota, your tax dollars, your state tax dollars are definitely going to Somalia as well as federal money. Well, was federal money, right? Don't think that's happening. And we'll talk about New Year's resolutions real quickly. Did you know, and I have it right here highlighted, that, and comes from the Daily Bread, and it says for today, December 31st, 80% of New Year's resolutions are already abandoned by mid-February. Mid-February. Most people don't even think about the resolutions anymore. If you have it written down somewhere, you've been taking the right down because you failed at your resolution. What a terrible thing to set all these resolutions, and 80% of them are failures by mid-February. A lot of stuff happens in February, which leads me back to the forensics app, which we've talked about that on several of my Shocking Truth Tuesdays. And I invite you to go and look some of them up. The Shocking Truth, as I see it today, for Tuesdays, that was yesterday, right? Because you're here today and it's Wednesday and it's Hump Day. So you know that Shocking Truth was yesterday. I believe that we can open up new neurological pathways by using good and positive energy that replicates itself. So check this out. I had a very well-educated family in my car. Was it yesterday? No, today's Wednesday. It was Monday. And I told them, at first not knowing they were counselors, I told them that I had developed a mantra that I live by, or a thing that I live by, and that is that anytime I think of something negative, right, something bad, something that harms me or my family or someone else or hurts a thing or person, that anytime I see negativity, I focus and I think of 3 positive things right away, right? And what happens is whatever was bringing me down or negative, it's forgotten. You know, it's one thing to say, well, if I think of something negative, I turn it over and I think of something positive. But that's kind of like yin and yang, 50%, 50%, right? Stack the odds in your favor. If you think of something negative, don't think of 1 thing positive or 2 things positive, but 3 things positive. And do you see what happened with those 3 things? The negative thing is gone. It's gone. Oh, I knocked my frogs off, or I should say Sebastian's frogs. The forensics app, for those of you who don't know, I'm calling for this to be created now, hopefully in 2026. I'm moving around a little bit here, but that's because the frogs fell off, which told me it was frog time. The forensics app, though, I'm calling for an app to be created by one of you programmers out there that can help us find out what happened to Sebastian Rogers, the missing autistic teen out of Hendersonville, Tennessee, who vanished back on February 25th of 2024. It'll be a 2-year sad anniversary in February when 80% of your resolutions are already abandoned. Let's not abandon Sebastian. In fact, if you can create a forensics app, it'll allow us to put all of our data into that one app where it can sift through, get rid of the BS, and focus on real leads, right? What else did I want to talk about today real quick? Let's see here. Oh, New Year's raffle tickets. Did you get your raffle tickets? You want to see my numbers and you want to know if I'm a millionaire? I'll show you some of them. I bought 9 tickets. They're $20 a piece, right? I spent some money on them. If I win one of the $1,000, 500 prizes, I'll be happy. Or the 7 $100,000 prizes. Oh, 1,500, 7 100, and 5 $1 million prizes. Virginia Lottery says it's the best odds at winning $1 million. So I put this out on one of my, was it my YouTube posts or Facebook posts? I think it was on Facebook. But I was considering selling one or all. So if you're interested, here's some numbers. Maybe I got the ticket, so you can look at the numbers, but there's just some of the numbers, right? I like that one. 483444. If that's not a winner, I don't know what is. But I had that on here to talk about New Year's raffle tickets. They're typically sold out by Christmas. I was trying to buy my 10th one Christmas Eve, and they were sold out. So we'll find out how I do on that tomorrow morning. I will not stay up tonight to see that. I will wake up and hope and pray that the good Lord willing, I get blessed with more money than I know what to do with. And I know what I'll do with it. I'll give most of it away because I found it's fun to give away money. In fact, along that note, let me talk about this, Rick. Daffy Dog. I hope you're watching this, Daffy Dog, because according to my records, I still owe you a free lunch. I don't remember what day it was in December, but there was something there where you won, right? And I never heard back from you. And, you know, I have your address, but now when I do, well, yeah, I can mail it to you. I just need to hear back from you before next year. That means you have a little more than what, 15 hours to see this live stream and hear your name, Daffy Dog, and say, you know what? I want my free lunch. Just let me know. I got to hear you. If I don't hear from you today, then all the 2025 stuff is history, right? And if I've forgotten anything, let me know. Hey, listen, I got something fun for you right now. I call it the Trump cover giveaway. You don't have to be a Republican or a Democrat. It's not about politics per se from me to you. It's more about the novelty of some of the things. For example, I have what I call the Trump cover giveaway. So you see this, right? I'll give you a close-up. I'm giving this away today. I'm thinking about it right now. What do I want to do to give it away? But this is what you do with it, right? I bought this and I got one of these. I don't know if you see that eye sticker and then this, right? So I put the eye sticker on my debit card. So check that out. You've probably seen these ads for those, right? That is my debit card on the back. It's my debit card on the front. And there's a little membrane of the card. But it's kind of cool when you go into a store and you just let them tap your card. They see that. I'm not claiming to be anything. I'm just trying to show a little humor in the world. And here's one of my credit cards. So what I did was I have a Trump credit card now. Look at that. Cover my lot, except for that. But it's my credit card, right? And that's what this is. So if you want a Trump cover for one of your credit cards, and it's all meant in jest, right? You're not making any political statements. You're just saying, hey, that's kind of cool. What do I want to do? How do I give this away? Well, I'm going to look in the comments, and anybody who types, I want a Trump cover card, I will pick. If only one person types in, I want a Trump cover card, you'll get it. If two people pick, or three, I'll put a wheel up tomorrow morning to see who won the Trump cover card. And you don't even need to be a subscriber to win anything on my channel. Did you know that? Did you know that? You do now? You don't have to be a subscriber. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll comment, share, like, and subscribe to our channel. We are growing. I tell people I retired about 4 years ago with 300 subscribers at the local Subaru dealership. And over the last 3 to 4 years, I've taken that 300 subscriber base, and we're up around 3,100, 3,150. Where is it? I got it up here. The 3,172 as of Sunday. Maybe you'll honor me with a subscription and just subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything at all. And I think I'm done. I do have a greetings from Virginia postcard I'd like to send to somebody who's just sitting here. And you'll see if you get the card, you can go to local vintage. They sell a lot of vintage stuff. That's why they call it local vintage. You knew that, didn't you? And anyways, new customers will get 15% off. I just write your address in there, and then I'll put a little fancy note in there, and then this card will come to you too. All I need to do is say, I want the Trump cover, and I'd like a postcard. Go figure it. If you don't want the Trump card, just say you'd like a postcard. We'll figure it out. I wonder, can I tape that too there? No, I'm not going to stick it to that. It won't work either. Anyways, you get it right, folks. Tomorrow, I want to invite you all to tune in at Live AM. Did you know I now go live at 8 a.m. Sunday through Thursday? That's right. After tomorrow, I get Friday and Saturday off. Doesn't mean I won't go live. Just means that the regular routine of an 8 a.m. show continues on. By the way, I'm looking for a co-host, maybe one day a week. I don't know about 5 yet, but we'll say one day a week to start things out. You can pick your choice between a Sunday morning social media sermon, a motivational Monday, Shocking Truth Tuesday, a Hump Day Wednesday, on Thursdays, my space update. You can pick any one of those if you like one particular category. And if you do well with that, and we do well with that, and things go good, maybe we'll go to a 5-day co-host week. So I don't know, just throwing it out there. We'll see what happens. All right, folks, with that, I think I'm done. Don't forget, tonight is New Year's Eve. About the only thing I'd want to say, and I know I put it on here. I think I put it on there. Did I put it on there? I think I did. I did. Be the best you that you can be. You know, good things come from that. You might be thinking, nah, Christmas sucked and New Year's big deal. And you know what? You're doing that to yourself. Take the negative feelings and look for 3 positives. I promise you they're there. If you're having trouble finding 3 positive things over something bad going on in your life right now, drop it in the comments. I'd love to share 3 good things about something you see is bad. Happy New Year's. Let's be the best we can and focus on doing the right thing all the time. Eventually, everybody will be doing the right thing for you too, right? High five and out. Happy New Year's. I am SubaruSteve Montgomery in the beautiful resort city of Virginia Beach, Virginia. High five and out. Peace to you all. Happy New Year's. Daffy, you really need to listen to this text, this message if you just tuned